Okay, what you're looking at is my 42-inch plasma display. I've paused GTR2 right now, but what I really want to show you is my touchscreen, which I have alongside here on my driving rig. And what you're looking at right now is a 17-inch touchscreen, which I've loaded up with a few control panels for running my online racing sims. So first off, let's change to the GTR2 settings. And now you're looking at the control panels. Over here on the right hand side, that's my Ventrilo, and if I was running Ventrilo right now, you'd see all the icons for the people that are logged on to the JCR Racing Ventrilo. The rest of the screen is full of controls which give you both a description and a visual when you turn them on and off. One of the first things that you'll see is I'll turn on the FPS switch here, and notice how it flips up. I'll turn it back off again. And if you're wondering why we've got a separate screen here, if we look back over here to the right corner and we look at FPS, it gets displayed, and I'll turn it on and off with that same button. So even though this is running on a separate computer, I can turn things on and off on the main game simulation. And over here in the lower right hand corner, we've got my master ignition, and if I turn that on right now, you'll hear the engine start up on my GTR2 BMW. Now all the controls that you normally have on your keyboard are mapped to all these nice 3D displays. One of the really nice ones that I liked and I worked very hard on was my traction control. As you can see at the top of the screen, it says traction control off, and I can turn it back to low, and when I turn it back on to high, you'll notice that when it goes to low, I've got a little warning like there, because I'm a bad driver and I need traction control. So all the controls have a corresponding keyboard, and I can still use the keyboard over here to access all the normal controls on the game. One of the nice things is the message center, and I'll hit the hello button right here, and you'll look at the top of the screen and you'll see that it says hello. I'll try some of the other ones. How about sorry? And how about jcrracing.net? Okay. Well, that's pretty good for the GTR2. Actually, let me show you one more thing. I've got the manual set up here, so you can go through and scroll through the GTR2 manual, basically because it's a PDF file, and it's running inside of this window. So anytime I have a question on what to do or what key does what, I can do that. And now I'm going to go back to my control screen. Now, if I want to, I'll go back here to the start screen and change over to, what do you say, let's change over to SimTools. And what SimTools is, and right now I'm still in the GTR2 game on screen here, but if you watch the RPM, and you see the throttle going up and down, that's another program that's running in the background. And if I change gears, as I'm moving on the screen off into the wall, it will change. It's also giving me my temperature, fuel level, and pressure, tire temperatures. It's quite a nice little device. Sort of like XD, but it's more a graphic display. And because this is a display that's a plasma, I would prefer to not run the HUD, because that can burn in, and turning off the XD so that it doesn't burn in. And we'll leave the mirror on for now, but that can, as you saw earlier, can be easily turned on and off. All right, next up we'll try what happens when we run GTR Revolution. And the Evolution, pretty much the same controls. A few of them are taken off because you can't change traction control and some of the other things you can do in GTR 2. So it's a more simplified control panel. But again, got all the controls for the message center, and I've got a little macro here for pass me on the left or pass me on the right. You can vote yes and no. Same thing with GTR 2. Sim Tools also works with GTR Evolution, so nice features. I'm going to go back here and we'll go to iRacing, and here's our iRacing. The difference between GTR 2 and iRacing or GTR Evolution is the displays. Normally those require F keys. Here I can see, I can never remember which F3, what's F4, what's F5. So here I've got it spelled out. So normally F6 is tire temperatures, and I hit that and that changes. There's again fewer controls here for iRacing, but I can change the volume of the chat up and down. I also can go directly to iRacing's chat screen. I won't log in right now, but oh, I forgot to mention that I've got this little thing down here called iRacing or JCR, and that brings me up to the website, so I can see who's online in Ventrilo, and I don't have to exit out of my game on the Plasma, because again the display that's running all these control panels is on my second computer. Nice little button there for my secret button for iRacing. Shh, don't tell Chappie. Okay, I'll exit out of that. Go back to the start screen. As you can see, I've got iRacing and GTR Evolution, GTR 2, that Sim Tools program I showed you earlier. There's JCR Racing website, and a thing here called TouchBuddy. This whole program is run by TouchBuddy, and if I touch that right now, you'll see I can do quite a few different things. There's a tab strip on the bottom here. It has all the different pages that are in this little program. It's real easy to program it. Actually, go back to the previous tab here, and every one of these icons you can make in Photoshop, and when you change one, like for instance the light going on, you make one graphic for on and one graphic for off, and you tell the program to use that for what key, and it's really easy. Even something like this, it toggles between 3 different images. So anybody that has a basic understanding of Photoshop or even Paint, actually you can make everything on this, you can see here on Paint. Bring it into the program, and really don't need to know any coding or anything like that. Take the time to put it together in a logical, what you think is logical anyways, and there you have it. So simple as pie. You can have these nice graphic buttons that when you touch them they look like they're depressing. It's my favorite is the flip switches, though. They kind of give me the most fun. They're look most realistic. And this is a little preview. When I'm done with this whole program here, I will do a better video. And that's all for today.